Greetings slackers, September Man here with another video, and today I want to talk about, recently, I think it was about maybe 2 weeks ago now, you had the Justice League movie come out, and so the Justice League didn't do well at the box office, or at least as well as they hoped, and I just kind of had a feeling. Have you ever I don't know, for those of you who watch television out there, I don't. But I could look at the trailer of a movie and I could tell you if that was going to do well or not. There's just some things that look interesting and other things that just look like I can wait for that to come out on tape. Well, the Justice League. And I've heard people say that it was a good movie of those who went and seen it. But, if you were looking for this to be equal or on par with the Avengers, no, no. And I must admit, I'm more of a Marvel fanboy. I do like Batman, though. I do like Batman. The remake of Superman was cool. Nothing wrong with that. I haven't seen Wonder Woman yet, so I'll get around to that eventually. But yeah, I just heard that this movie just didn't do all that well. And there was a couple articles that came out talking about Hollywood, and they have what's called franchise fatigue. That's where they come out with all these movies and they come out with these sequels, and so they really played them out. And Hollywood, the music industry, is very similar, especially when it comes to rap. I stopped listening to the radio years ago, just as I stopped going to the movie theaters years ago. A lot of your music is formulaic, okay? Once you have the formula, it's very easy for you to just, what is it? Wash, rinse, repeat, and just keep wash, rinse, repeat. Try to say that too many times. But that whole process, okay? You find what works, you stick with what works, and you consistently, okay? Hollywood has ran out of ideas. Hollywood is dying, in my opinion, and you take a look at the movies that they're coming out with, and there's a ton of movies out there that I've seen, indie movies, lower budget movies that were really good, really decent. They had a shoestring budget. But what I've learned is it's not the movie itself, or let me put it this way, it's not the actors, it's not the talent. Sometimes a movie can be good because of the storyline, just purely the storyline, okay? Hollywood, what do? They stick with A-list actors, and so, a lot of these indie and low-budget B movies that I've seen that have been pretty decent, which I will be talking about over on my movie channel coming soon. I'm going to be reviewing movies and showing you different things in them that I've kind of picked up and share them with you. So look forward to that. I do. The movie industry itself, they've kind of, went down this dead end road. So you got the movie theaters. What are they trying to do? They're trying to change the experience from one where you watch a movie projected on a 2D screen to where, it's going to be VR and 4D where the seats move and this and that, and, get you all in the movie and everything. And that's fine and that's great to, try to change the experience, but you best believe they're going to be relying on the same formula. It's almost like years ago, like in the early 2000s when all these movies started going 3D. Everything that was coming out was 3D. It was like, this movie doesn't need to be in 3D, but they did it in 3D, and so they were doing it to get extra money out of moviegoers, okay? Because that's the only gimmick that they had that they could work with. A lot of these movies feel gimmicky, plasticky. CGI is overdone. And what I'm talking about here is there's a lot of good ideas out there that have not been explored yet, that have not been tapped into. And they could be. They could be. But the people in Hollywood, they have their formulas, and so that's what they work with. They have their groups of actors, and that's what they work with. They have their control parameters, and that's what they work with. The same thing with the music industry. It's very formulaic. music for me after 2005, it was pretty much garbage. It was really garbage after 2003. There was still a lot of good music that came out, but I turned my radio off. I didn't have an ear for it. I couldn't get jiggy with it, man. Okay? And so, music today, you look at it, it's the same wash, rinse, repeat. People keep doing the same thing. And so nobody's innovating. Nobody's coming up with nothing new. After a while, it just gets old. So Hollywood is, their box office tickets are declining. Um, Domestic box offices are coming down. International box offices are, making up the difference barely. Maybe it's time for them to try something new. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think there's franchise fatigue, as they say? Are you tired of seeing sequels? Are you ready to see new types of content that's revolutionary? And again, it doesn't necessarily have to have name brand actors, but it's got to be a good plot, a good scenario, a good, thriller, suspense, horror, you name it. Do you want to see something different? Leave all that for me down in the comment section below. And that's going to do it for this video. I'll catch you in the next one.